Good morning. It's early. In a few minutes, I'll be headed out to do a retreat in the city of Campinas, about an hour and a half from here, with a Spanish, or not a Spanish church, a Chinese church, excuse me. There are over 150 different languages spoken here in the city of São Paulo, and we have a very, very large Chinese community. We also have a very large Japanese community here in the state. There are over 2 million Japanese that are living in the state of São Paulo. And I woke up this morning thinking about a story that I love. It's about two plants, two women, and two parties. I also was thinking about this verse where Jesus said to us, "For if you love those who love you, what reward have you? Do not even the tax collectors do the same? And if you greet your brethren only, what do you do more than others? Do not even the tax collectors do so? Therefore you shall be perfect, just as your Father in heaven is perfect." It's interesting. I love this story about two women. Imagine two different women growing up here in São Paulo, a big metropolitan city like this, where there's a lot of difference between the wealthy and the very poor. But these two women had a characteristic which made them very much alike. They really loved their friends. Now, one of the women lived in a mansion, and she had everything you could imagine financially at her disposal. And so one morning she woke up and she thought, I want to have a party for my best friends here in my house tonight. And she went to her dining room, and she had a table that would seat 12 people. And she said, I want to have a party right here in my dining room. And she looked around, and the room was just absolutely perfect, beautiful. But it lacked one thing, a beautiful flowering plant. And so she grabbed her car and she went down to the shopping center, and she went into a flower shop, and she found a beautiful flowering plant. And she bought it, brought it home, put it on the table, and then she said, it's perfect. She was ready to have her party that night. Another woman woke up that same morning, and she also had a very high quality relationship with her friends. She really loved her friends. And so she looked at her little tiny house and her little tiny table with 4 places, and she said, I want to have a party for my friends. And so she too got her transportation, which was a bus that she would have to get on and ride to the shopping center after a long walk up a dirt road. And she thought, I'm going to buy a beautiful flowering plant so that there'll be something beautiful on the table for my friends when they come. So she went up to into the shopping center by bus, and she went into the same flower shop, and she bought an identical plant, just like the one the other lady took. So they were both very good at the same thing. They were both very good at loving their friends. Their worlds were entirely different, but they were really good at loving their friends. Now here's the question I have for you. If you think about this plant here going to the home of great wealth, and this other plant going to a home where it's very, very poor, I want you to answer this question. Which of these two plants is going to give the greatest effort to be beautiful? Which of these two plants is going to work the hardest to be beautiful? And the answer is neither one. Because these plants are beautiful because that's what they do. It's what they are. It's what they live. They're beautiful because they're obeying the Creator's plan for their existence. And when Jesus says to us that we should love our enemy, when Jesus says to us we are to be perfect like the Heavenly Father is perfect, what he's saying is we as human beings were created to love people. So you know what? It shouldn't matter whether the Lord sends me today to really good circumstances or the Lord sends me today to really negative circumstances. It should make no difference. I should show up wherever I'm headed today. Today I'm heading to Campinas, a beautiful city of over 4 million people, to do a retreat. It shouldn't matter whether it's a good, beautiful place or it's not so beautiful. What should matter is that when I get there, I love. And it doesn't matter who's there, because I was created, like these plants, to do the Creator's will. I was created to love, So I'm getting ready to head out in a few seconds. The sun's just now coming up. And you know what? I hope I can do as well as these plants. because it's so nice to know that when I'm right here with them, they don't judge me. They just love me. Hey, have a great day.